Are we getting dumber? It may seem that way, but intelligence and vocabulary can change with context and culture, not just education. You are also comparing a planned, edited, and probably proofread by someone else and published works to everything today. Yes, unequivocally. That means without any room for doubt. It feels that way, but intelligence evolves with society. It's about how we engage with information now. Nope, language changes with a trend towards ease of use and lack of effort, and your point of only high-class people publishing books is a factor too. The rich have always made sport of making social rules and language rules so complex as to trip up and embarrass commoners, or really anyone not raised with them, like never doing the bottom button of a waistcoat. If you haven't already, I suggest you watch a documentary movie called Idiocracy. First few minutes will perfectly explain the phenomenon you're seeing. Social media caters to the short attention span. When I was younger, I was sure people's ignorance was simply they lacked the time or resources to look up stuff. One had to go out of your way to check stuff at a library, etc., or you just trusted your uncle's explanation. Now with access to more knowledge and info than any library ever held in our hands, and people still can't look up shit. Now I think most humans aren't smart enough to be curious is the problem. The answer is not a cut and dry yes or no. A person from 100 years ago will never understand mobile phones, social media, or why the black person can sit next to you on the bus. But he will probably be able to fix that squeaking door you have. In other words, that demands how we're different. 50-100 years ago, one could easily fix minor problems of their car, like changing a light bulb. Have fun doing that now and see how you bricked your car and now have no warranty. So we are getting dumber in some ways, but smarter in different ways. We realized that smoking is not good, seat belts are good, drugs are bad, alcohol is bad, etc. Then, social media makes a lot of dumb things more public. People were stupid back then, but in private. You're onto something. While convenience can dull our intellect, it's up to us to seek out enriching content and keep our minds sharp amid all the brain rot. I'm sure the leaded gasoline didn't help. Smarter people get smarter and dumb people get social networks. Yes, potential causes for this decline include changes in education systems, nutrition, media consumption, and technology use, with studies suggesting even the presence of a smartphone can impact cognitive capacity. Not me, I'm constantly baffled and surprised by how I'm able to learn and improve, and the fact that I'm only 28 and still have the rest of my life makes me grateful, basically living free of pain. Brat. Who were the people back in the days that you are referring to? More importantly, which today's people are you comparing them to? The education we get today covers more ground. As a result, we get less deep into each subject. We no longer learn Latin and Greek, but more kids learn programming languages. We learn calculus at younger ages and spend less time on older vocabulary terms. That's a cycle, though. We don't teach language that is used less commonly in society, therefore we use those words less in society. No, just louder. No, there's just now mediums for stupid people who think they are smart to trick other stupid people into believing them. Just look at every Reddit supermod. They can barely breathe and walk at the same time, but are in charge of what most content on here is seen. Yes. A lot of the difference you are observing is just changes in style. Consider that our records of the past massively oversample the most literate, intelligent, articulate people as well.